Hi, I'm Smokey the Dalmatian Fire Dog. Welcome to the Firehouse. I live here along with the firefighters who use all these great fire engines to put out fires and help folks who are in trouble.
What about me, Uncle Smokey?
Oh yes, this is my favorite nephew, Rascal. He's visiting for a few days and he's learning all about life at the firehouse. Someday, if he's good, he'll become an official firehouse dog just like me. But Rascal's a very curious puppy. He's always getting into mischief.
What's that over there? I think it's something to eat. Yum!
Rascal's a silly little puppy, isn't he? Here comes Firefighter Joe, taking some kids on a tour. Let's go too.
Hi kids, I'm Firefighter Joe. Thanks for visiting us at the firehouse today. The first thing I'd like to show you is the pumper truck, or the fire engine. We call it a fire engine or a pumper because each one of them has an engine that runs the pump. The pump pulls water from the hydrant to the fire engine, from the fire engine to the hoses. Fire engines carry lots of hoses, and they're back here. Now, a fire engine and the chief's car are usually the first vehicles to the fire. What's that?
Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Uncle Smokey, come quick. I found some giant spaghetti. But it's really chewy.
Rascal, that's not spaghetti. Those are hoses for putting out fires.
But what happens when there's a fire?
Well, Rascal, when there's a fire, someone either runs to a neighbor's house and uses a phone to call the fire department, or triggers a fire alarm. The call comes in to fire alarm at fire department headquarters, and the fire alarm officers send the call to the firehouse.
Transmitting box 36. Number 1750 Commonwealth Avenue. Report of building fire. It is 72, ladder 1, C2. Transmitting box 36, station 2, 1750 Commonwealth Avenue. Report of building fire. It is 72, ladder 1, C2.
As the firefighters arrive, the engine companies and ladder companies That's what we call the teams of firefighters, put up ladders and stretch the lines or hoses. The incident commander, who's usually a chief or captain, directs the firefighters as they battle the fire. To get at the fire, the firefighters use hooks or pikes. They're long poles with hooks at the end. Hooks are carried on the hook and ladder truck. The firefighters also use axes to fight fires. They climb up the ladders to the top of the house and chop holes in the roof with the axes. The holes help the smoke to blow out so that the brave firefighting teams can see, and there's less danger when the firefighters go inside to battle the fire. The tanks and masks they wear are SCBA packs. They're used by the firefighters to breathe without breathing in dangerous smoke. Air flows into the mask through the hose that's connected to a tank that the firefighter carries on his back. Water is pumped by the fire engines to the hoses, which are used to put out the fire. The firefighters usually work from both inside and outside of the burning building. Being a firefighter is a very dangerous job. When the firefighters have put the fire out, they return to the firehouse. When the fire engines and fire trucks are parked, the officer in charge calls the fire alarm headquarters on his radio and reports that everyone is back in the firehouse.
Uncle Smokey?
Yes, Rascal?
Firefighting must make them very hungry. I think I smell something cooking right now. Is that spaghetti?
Rascal, that nose of yours could smell spaghetti a mile away. You must really like spaghetti.
I sure do. Spaghetti.
Now, as I was saying, after a fire, the firefighters wash all the hoses that they use. Then they hang them up to dry in the hose tower. One firefighter hooks a washed hose to the end of a rope. Another raises the hose to the top of the hose tower. And a third firefighter at the top of the tower catches the hoses and hangs them up to dry. Now that's teamwork. Then the firefighters load dry, clean hoses onto the fire engine to replace the wet ones. Finally, the firefighters wash the fire engines and fire trucks.
This is the rescue truck. The rescue truck goes out to every big fire. It sometimes goes out even when there is no fire. It carries lots of equipment for helping people in trouble, like these special suits for going into cold water, or this sled for carrying people. It also carries lots of lights and generators for night emergencies. It carries these SCBAs. These are for firefighters to use when they go into a smoky house. Who'd like to try this on?
Me. This is really fun. What's this? Yikes, a monster. I need to find Uncle Smokey.
Over here is the hook and ladder truck. Now stand back, kids, as we pull it out of the garage. And this is the hook and ladder truck. The hook and ladder truck is so long, it needs 2 steering wheels, one in the front in the cab and one in the rear. The one in the rear is called a tiller. The tiller turns the back wheel so the fire truck can make it around corners. The firefighter who steers from the back is known as the tillerman. Fire trucks really do carry a lot of ladders and some hooks too. Come over here and I'll show you just a few of the ladders that it does carry. Rascal!
Uncle Smokey, what does this piece of spaghetti do?
That's the bell rope, Rascal.
It tastes yummy, but why does the hook and ladder truck have so many ladders?
That's a very good question, Rascal. Firefighters use ladders of all sizes to fight fires. Ladders help firefighters to spray water on fires in tall buildings, to reach people in trouble who are high up, and to climb in or out of burning buildings. When the hook and ladder truck gets to a fire, the incident commander uses his 2-way radio to direct the firefighters to put up their ladders where they'll do the most good. The biggest ladder on the hook and ladder truck is the aerial ladder. It can reach over 100 feet into the air. That's as tall as 17 firefighters standing on each other's heads. The firefighter who operates the aerial ladder uses special controls to make the aerial ladder rotate left or right, go up or down, or stretch high into the air. When the aerial ladder is in place, the firefighters go up the ladders carrying hooks and axes.
Engine 24 and engine 33. 6 exposures left and right of the fire building.
While some ladder companies use hooks to let the smoke out of the burning building, others climb the aerial ladders with hoses. They'll spray water from above and try to keep the fire from spreading or jumping to another building. Fire departments use a special ladder truck called a tower truck. A tower truck has a platform or bucket that the firefighters can stand on to spray water on the fire. The bucket can be raised or lowered so that firefighters can see the fire and report any dangerous situations to the incident commander.
This is the tower's bucket. There is a chimney. It's starting to swell.
Okay, C6, the tower reports opposite their bucket, there's a chimney that's starting to go. Okay, C6? Heavy fire. Exposures left and right of the fire building also. C1, say again? There's a C1, all companies working at 6182. No firefighting on floor number 3. 1152.
Fighting fires in tall buildings takes lots of hoses and many different ladders. The firefighters battle the fire from their ladders. Teams of at least 2 firefighters stand on each ladder, one to direct the spray of water from the hose and one to hold the hose steady. With many firefighters battling the blaze, the fire is brought under control and put out.
East 7th Street. And 4.
Rascal, I see Firefighter Joe and the kids are over on the grass doing something important.
Having a picnic?
No, but I think we should go too.
Fire is a very dangerous thing, and kids should never play with matches or fire. But if your clothes should ever accidentally catch fire, this is what you should do. Stop where you are, put your hands in front of your face, drop to the ground, and roll over and over until the fire is out. Never run. Always stop, drop, and roll. All right, now let's practice that stopping, dropping, and rolling, okay? Ready? Stop. Put your hands in front of your face. Drop to the ground. Roll over and over. Good, good.
Yippee! This is fun, fun, fun!
If you think that's good, watch this.
All right, before we move on, just a real quick check. What's the rule about matches and fire?
Never play with matches! Never play with fire!
Okay, and what should you do if your clothes should ever catch fire?
Stop, drop, and roll!
Very good.
We have some terrific firefighting equipment here at the Firehouse, but there is a fire truck we don't have. It's called a snorkel. Snorkels have long arms with a cage at the top. From way up there, the firefighters spray water on the fire. Snorkels are very tall, but there is a snorkel that's over 200 feet tall. It's the biggest fire truck in the world. It's twice as tall as the biggest hook and ladder truck. The name of this giant snorkel is the Bronto Skylift. The Bronto Skylift is made in Finland, a country in northern Europe. For firefighting and rescue, it has a huge aerial ladder that goes all the way to the top. Like the neck of a huge Brontosaurus dinosaur, the Bronto Skylift can reach far into the sky. By using its great height, firefighters can save people in tall buildings and fight fires from high above the smoke and flames. The biggest Bronto Skylift weighs over 64,000 pounds. That's more than 2,000 bicycles. Some Bronto Skylifts can be operated by remote control, shooting water hundreds of feet through the air. But the Bronto Skylift's most important job is using its long arm to rescue people from fire in tall buildings.
Now, the Firehouse is a second home to firefighters. We have beds here where we can sleep. We have a living room here where we can relax. And we have a big kitchen where we can eat.
Yippee, spaghetti. Yum, 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 yum. I love spaghetti. Yum, 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 yum.
Now, dogs have great noses, but when it comes to protecting us all from smoke and fire, every building should have a smoke detector on every floor. Now, a smoke detector, when it detects smoke, makes a loud sound. When you hear this sound, you should immediately leave the building. And if there's smoke, get down low, below the smoke. Now, if you're at home, every home should have an escape plan. An escape plan consists of 2 ways out of every room, and a meeting place once you do get out, like a big tree in your front yard. Now, after you get outside to your designated meeting place, someone should go to a neighbor's house and call the fire department. Never try to call the fire department from inside a burning house. And one last thing, never go back into a burning house for any reason. Firefighters know what to do, and with our special training and equipment, we can go back into the burning house, and we are the only ones who should ever go back into a burning house.
Rascal, let me show you my favorite part of the firehouse.
The refrigerator?
No, the fire pole. It's much faster than stairs. Watch Firefighter Joe. Firefighting is a difficult job, and it takes lots of practice, or drills. One of the drills is the ladder pipe drill. In the ladder pipe drill, the engine company and the ladder company work together. They connect a nozzle to a hose at the top of the area ladder, raise the ladder high into the sky, and practice spraying water at a make-believe fire. The firefighter on the ground who aims the nozzle with 2 ropes always gets soaked. Now, Firefighter Joe is going to climb to the top of the aerial ladder. This should be exciting.
This is my favorite job. This aerial ladder has 4 sections and can reach up to 100 feet into the air. Ready? Let's go! As we climb up, the ladder sways and bounces. We're almost at the top, and as you can see, we're high above the trees. When we reach the top, we'll look around. We're far above the ladder truck now. If we look down to the left, we can see the tiller. I still get goosebumps every time I climb to the top of the aerial ladder.
Boy, that was fun, and a little scary, too.
Yep, and like all firefighters, Firefighter Joe is very brave. To learn how to fight fires, firefighters go to school. But firefighting school is nothing like the kind of school puppies or children go to. A firefighting school is called a firefighting academy. At a firefighting academy, firefighters do more than sit in classrooms. They use special buildings and controlled fires of all kinds to practice putting out fires and rescuing people. There are many different kinds of fires, and firefighters learn the many ways to fight them.
Ceiling temperature 440.
During a fire, if the incident commander discovers that the firefighters are in danger, he sounds an emergency evacuation signal. The firefighters then leave the building as fast as they can. One important danger that can cause fire and explosions is leaking gas. At the Firefighting Academy, firefighters learn the best way to control gas fires. Kitchen stoves and barbecue grills use gas, so only adults should ever touch the knobs on gas stoves and grills. Gas smell. If you think you smell gas, tell an adult right away.
Uncle Smokey, the kids are going home soon. Let's go say goodbye.
Oh, I'll be right there.
Okay, Uncle Smokey.
As soon as I figure out how to get down from here.
Well, that's the end of our tour of the firehouse today. I hope that you'll remember the fire and safety procedures that we learned today. One last thing. What's the rule when it comes to matches and fire?
Never play with matches. Never play with fire.
That's right. And what should you do if your clothes should ever accidentally catch fire?
Stop, drop, and roll.
Very good. Well, Smokey, Rascal, and I would like to thank you for visiting the firehouse today.
Thank you, Firefighter Joe. Thank you, Rascal. Thank you, Smokey. Gee, firefighters and kids are really special.
They sure are, Rascal. And so are friendly little puppies like you. Now that was a busy day. I'm sleepy.
But that sounds like an alarm.
It's okay. The firefighters will take care of it. I guess they'll be busy fighting a fire tonight.
1750 Commonwealth Avenue.
Oh, here they come now.
I want to go too.
Well, there goes my nap.
Come on, Uncle Smokey, maybe we can help.
Fire dogs don't fight fires. We'd better get out of the chief's car right now.
Commonwealth Avenue. Report a building fire.
On second thought, fasten your seatbelt and hold on.
101 C2.
Uncle Smokey, this is exciting.
Now, Rascal, don't get into any more trouble.
On the 7th alarm, the duplex, floors 2 and 3 are pretty well gutted. 5-1, Freeman.
Rascal, wait for your Uncle Smokey. This is a real fire and it's dangerous.
The high school cover engine set. Fire building right now.
These buildings are fully involved. Nobody is to go in. We'll go into a defensive attack. No interior lines. Okay, Chief.
Rascal, where did that curious little puppy run off to now?
This fire engine smells hot, and it feels hot too. And that wall looks like it's going to fall right on it. I better warn Firefighter Joe.
Rascal, what are you doing here? What's the matter? Something wrong? You trying to tell me something? Wow, this engine's really hot. We better tell the chief. Thanks for the warning, Rascal. Chief, engine 7 is too hot. Rascal could smell the paint melting.
The pup is right. And that wall looks like it's going to collapse at any second. Firefighter Jane, move engine 7 out of there, wet it down, and relocate it right now.
Okay, Chief.
Look out! There it goes! C2 to engine 7. C2 to engine 7.
E7 to C2.
Is everyone all right?
Yes, Chief. Rascal and Smokey are safe. We've relocated the piece and we're back in service.
Good job, Firefighter Jane. That little rascal's a real hero.
If that little pup Rascal hadn't warned us about the paint melting on engine 7, it would have been buried when the wall collapsed.
Without engine 7, the fire could have easily spread to other buildings. Little Rascal saved the day.
Yippee! This is fun, fun, fun! Smokey, riding on a fire truck is my second favorite part of being a Firehouse pup.
Well, Rascal, what's your very favorite part of being a Firehouse pup?
I think you know, Uncle Smokey.
Oh, yes.
Spaghetti!
Firefighter Joe, thanks for being with us today. We hope we'll see you again. Engine 7 is too hot. Rascal could smell the paint melting.
The pup is right. That wall looks like it's going to collapse at any second. Firefighter Jane, back engine 7 out of there. Wet it down and relocate it right now.
Okay, Chief.